Okay, so hello everyone. Welcome to the SSRG Superstar Rhythm Games podcast. My name is Jamie, and in Superstar SMTOWN, Superstar JYPNATION, Superstar BTS, Superstar PLEDIS, and Superstar STARSHIP, I am known as Image, and that's like image, like the picture, but with a J, so it's like IMAJE. Anyways, so I've been playing the Superstar in the Game series for over 2 years now, and I've seen many updates and changes, and I've been around and playing Superstar BTS and Pledis and Starship upon their games releases. So I've seen many changes and updates, and hopefully whatever I talk about in the next hour or so, I can share my opinion well and give you a better understanding of what it means, or what's the best way of approaching the content updated and what it means for each game. So this is episode 10. Yeah, so we finally made double digits. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, so we finally made double digits, and episode 10. And today, I believe, is the 15th. Yeah, so today is November 11th. Wait, November 15th, 2019. And this is a very tough week. Okay, so a couple episodes ago, I talked about how how Stray Kids WOOJIN and Monsta X WONHO were announced to be leaving their groups and respective entertainment companies. So I said that most likely Dalcom Soft would be eventually removing those cards. And so this week we finally got that announcement, but we'll get into that when we get to those games. So we're gonna save those things for near the end of the episode. And I got several issues to talk about that one, but first let's just go over the rest of the stuff. Okay, so Pledis, honestly, like yeah. So Pledis seems like the most calm game. Honestly, it's like the people who are still around, honestly, like must really enjoy the game to still be around, because the updates are getting more and more stagnant and predictable. And I've said this for the past 10 episodes. It's the 10th episode, and I've said it for 10 episodes. So yeah, so this week we have 17 Vocal, and they have updated Second Life, and this is what the theme looks like. So you got two concepts in this theme. I don't know why. Okay. And you got this event, which we talked about with hip hop. It's not that good of an event compared to the Home. I forgot what the album was called. Like something. It's just their Home comeback album. That event, those themes gave 100% power up cards, and I think those are completely worth whatever diamonds you may or may not be spending on it, because power up cards don't really exist that abundantly in Superstar players compared to SM and JYP. The only power up cards that you're pretty much guaranteed to get are the 50% power up cards in your weekly missions, and that is after buying 7 cards from the store. So it's like, just 10,000 RP each week, and you get a 50 power up card. So like, that's pretty easy money. But 100% power up card, those don't exist unless you get like world records, and most likely you're not getting world records. Wait, do they? Actually, no, they don't. Wait, maybe. I know that premium card. Okay, so premium card packs diamonds. I don't know what the last one. It might be power up card, but essentially, okay, it's very rare to get power up cards. So those events were actually fun. And then this is the same thing I talked about last week. This is not something you should be going for. I feel like the only thing you should do is be going for the actual RP. And so, this event is, you can just skip it. It's fine. Second Life, I think that this is the easiest song to SP in the Vocal group. So if you have Vocal in your top 5, go for it. This is a really good update for you. Yeah. So next week, we're definitely going to get 247 or 24/7. I don't know how to say 247. I don't know. Or it could be 247. Wait, I said that. 247 to 24/7. Is there another way of saying the number? I don't know. But yeah, so it's definitely gonna be a performance update next week, and then we'll see what happens the week after. So that's all there is for PLEDIS. It's a real like whatever. Just you're passing time until like a holiday event comes up. Like I don't know. Okay, so SM has had their they have another Super M update, and so then the first one was JYPN when they had their debut. The second one was I Can't Stand the Rain during Halloween week 2, or I Can't Stand the Rain, or week 1? No, week 2, week 2. Okay, and this is another theme. So Supercar got updated this week. Supercar, and it's another not entirely coherent theme for whatever reason. But they have a signed CD event. I feel like the most fun thing about this event is the fact that it's called Vroom Vroom. You know, like a supercar. How are these missions? They're okay. As you can see, none of them inherently give RP. So this is not a you get resources event. This is specifically, hey, I want you to complete the Super M event. So I was like super keen on completing this event. So I was, buying the 100 diamond A cards or whatever. And then I realized that there's only 5 winners for the signed CD. So like it's really not worth it, to be honest. If it's 10, I would go for it. If it's more than 5, I would go for it. If it were like 6, maybe. But 5 is too little for me. 5, like, how do they get their hands on only 5? Like, what's the possibility that they're holding on to another 5 and releasing it for what else is there? No Manners? Yeah. Yeah, like, what's the chance they release for one of those? What Super M? There's 5 Super. So there's Jumping No Manners, I Can't Stand the Rain, Supercar. Gosh, I wanna search. Super M album. There's one more. I'm like pretty sure. God, track list, go. Too Fast. Oh yeah, there you go. So those are the 2 things left, and I hope that they don't update them so it's not as like entirely transparent that Super M is like the big group that they want to keep continuously update. We're still waiting on Super Junior. I still want Super Junior. They have 3 title tracks and they only have 1, and they only have 1 update, and they only have one event. I think that is a really, really good song, and I want it to be in the game. It's not. Let's hope it comes up someday. I don't know. Maybe it's a Christmas. Who knows? I think I love Christmas. There. That's a thing. Yeah. So it's honestly a dead week in SM as well. Really strange because everyone essentially just used up all their resources, whether it's diamonds for Red Velvet or it's RP for TVXQ, and most people did not get TVXQ. There's a lot of people are complaining about. Oh gosh, okay. 0 cards, rhythm points for nothing, but every day. It should specifically have a chance. Okay, what do you mean? What is this predatory content instead? The entire game. Okay, you have what 5 years of cards, right? Superstar SMTOWN is 5 years old, and you have normal themes for EXO groups, EXO subunits, like Super Junior groups, Super Junior subunits, NCT groups, NCT subunits, like, and then you have Shiny and all their soloists, and then there's all the Red Velvet themes, and oh man, there's so much content for you to just be like, I want these 4 cards out of a game that has like 5 years of cards, 5 years of cards updated, especially like Super Junior. There's so many cards in each of those groups. What you got? Super Junior original with 10, and then you got Super Junior Play, which has 7, and then you have Super Junior One More Time, which has 8, and then you have Super Junior. Actually, no, Super Junior original has 10, and you have Super Junior Play has 7, and the Super Junior One More Time, Otra Vez, that one has 8, yeah. And then you have the new one, Super Clap, which has 9. Like, I mean, of course, there's only one theme, but like, just imagine that with the Super Junior groups, and then like now you're trying to get 4 specific LE cards for, in the giant pool of everything. Especially after, especially after Super M update, it's another 7 cards. Like, would you look at that? Uh, I think it's essentially incredibly difficult to complete it off of, like, it. You should expect to complete it off of RP. If you get any LE card off of the RP, you should feel lucky. That's it. It's not you're expecting to do it, because what are the chances? Okay, I hope someone commented with the chances. Hold on. Uh, uh, uh. 0.12% according to their drop rate table. What's happening? Dude, what do you mean? It's small. Okay, like, yeah, okay. 1.4 million RP. Yeah, there you go. Those are the numbers. Come on, man. Look at all these people complaining. Goodness, so attacking towards. I mean, like, you don't have to get the LE. You're really interested in it? Okay, cool. You can go for it. You shouldn't expect to complete it. Like, this is a game that's been out for 5 years. This is, even if you've played the game for like a month or something, you see how certain events are. Like, there's nothing predatory about it. It's a gacha game. It's like, come on, gacha games are like essentially like no shame in how much they're trying to pull money away from you. This one, it's completely possible to be playing the game and not spend a single thing, and you can, you don't have to spend any money on this game. An LE theme has no advantage over a normal theme. An R99 LE theme for TVXQ will score the same as an R99 theme for, like, I don't know, a Mirotic on TVXQ. It's the same thing. There's no advantage at all. And like, you say, oh, people will use their diamonds and spend them on our like premium packs or something. It's like, well, you can also spend. Let's see. So you get 60 diamonds a week. Hold on, no, it's 60,000. So you have diamonds on Wednesday. Okay, so you have Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday. So that's 30 diamonds. Plus weekly, if you do that, that's 50. So that's 80 diamonds in a week. So after 2 weeks, if you do everything you possibly can, without counting ads. Ads don't, I'm not taking, because they're random, okay? So then, so that would be 160 in 2 weeks, 160 diamonds in 2 weeks. And you can use those 160 diamonds, and you can use 100 of those diamonds to buy headphones 275. And you spend your time grinding those headphones, you get a whole bunch of RP back, and then you can use the RP to continue upgrading your themes. And then eventually, you can use those upgraded themes to score highly in Weekly League, and then Weekly League and score diamonds. Like, it's completely possible. It's completely doable. I think this game gives so much free stuff away. Like the reason why I started playing the Superstar Rhythm game is because their premium stuff is like their daily attendance stuff. It's like it's super generous in terms of like any other, like, their actual games where it just feels like you're stuck because I can't get the cards I need to go up. However, this game is more like I don't have the resources in the game to power up my cards even further. It's not like I don't have the card, because you can play Superstar League, and then eventually you can gather enough Dalcom coins to get an A card selector, or you can do 28 days attendance and use the S card selector at the end of the month to get the cards that you need. So you have on theme, and then you have what, premium card packs on every member's birthday. You have like 50,000 RP just in the attendance, and then attendance in a row, and then you have RP on certain days, normal card pack 5 on certain days. It's like there's so much random stuff, random free stuff, and then you can even get 50 diamonds if you get weekly, like if you do weekly missions, and then you can watch ads, and then the ads they do nothing but, give you more stuff. So it's nothing like when you buy a normal card pack, it's not like, oh, I don't have the card. Okay, like this is an incredibly interesting what's the word for it? It's an incredibly interesting way of doing this game, because the cards that you get from normal card packs, the only difference between the cards you get from normal card packs and premium card packs is that normal card packs you can't get R cards. But most of the time, if you have a premium card pack and you get an R card, it's not that big of a deal. Like, you can get an R card, it's like, oh, okay, cool, low chance. But then, like, whatever the card is, it's probably not your theme. It's just there. And then there's so many artists in SMTOWN that, like, the R card probably doesn't, like, complete your top 5 or something like that. Most of your top 5 is going to be cards that you have gotten from normal card packs, mostly from attendance, and, just randomly buying it during, like, POC or whatever, and then spending and upgrading, so you get your A cards, the S cards, S to R, R1 to R11, then R21, R31, that kind of stuff. That takes no money at all. You have, compared to like another game where it's just like, oh, you have to specifically get this card that's like, okay, let's see, like 3-star, 4-star, 5-star card. And the 5-star cards score higher than a 3-star card, so you don't want to get 3 stars, and you want to try to go for 5 stars every single time you open one of those special packs. What does Dalcom do? You get a premium card pack and you get only B cards, and then what does that mean? Oh, it's really good fodder. That's like, it's so free to play friendly. Like, honestly, what do you do to pay to win? Like, even gets to the point where even if you do pay to win, even if you do spend money to get RP and then RP to spend on cards and then upgrading to R99, you still cannot get the maximum score in the game unless you're actually good at tap. Like, you're good at SP. You can get world records. I mean, you can score high in weekly league if you have R99, but someone can potentially beat you if you can't SP, if you can't play hard mode. Like, you have R99, but you can only play normal mode, then I'm sorry. Then this other person who plays hard mode but only has like R81 instead of R99 will score higher than you because they are better at the game. Because it is a balance between resources and skill. And I think that resources is not something that is inherently blocked by how much money you put in the game. LE themes, they literally don't do anything for you. They're just there. You can collect them, and you can use them, and you can show them off like, hey, I was here when they made this LE theme, and I completed it, and now it's in my top 5. It's like, most people have, Red Velvet Power Up during that, like 2-3 years ago, and they use that theme, and then it's like, they're happy. But people who just started, and then they use a different theme like Really Bad Boy, or they use a theme like The Perfect or 4th Anniversary, they will score the same if they're both R21. Just one looks different, or one's a different set of cards, but there's nothing that a limited edition theme can do that a normal theme cannot. There's not even like songs that are limited that are like blocked by, hey, you have to have, if you use this limited edition theme, you will score a percentage higher or something like that. It's nothing like that. This is a super open to everyone game. So people are complaining about the rates when, it's like, you open so many cards, you know how the rates are. You know how big your inventory is and how many groups there are. You can't be expecting to get those limited edition theme cards. It's like, oh, I'm going to put all this stuff in. You shouldn't be expecting it. You should hope for it, because it's just chance. It's nothing but chance. There's nothing given to you for free in this world. You can either play the lottery and open, your NCP 30 packs, or you can spend your diamonds. But this is a free-to-play game. The diamonds are how Dalcom are going to make money. If you are one of those people who don't want to spend those RP, or you think you are not lucky enough to obtain the theme from only buying the NCP30, then you will spend money on diamonds or use your diamonds to get the R cards. And if you get it, yay. If you don't, you feel even more upset, but it's all chance. Nothing is guaranteed, except for that one twice theme from like What Is Love, Sweet Talker, Ellie. Okay, whatever. That doesn't count. That's not what I'm talking about here. This is a very open game to everyone. And if you're complaining about I've spent so much on this really low chance and I didn't get it, and I feel like Dalcom Soft needs to owe me something, it doesn't. Because even if you say they owe you something, okay, what was the event? Hold on. Where is it? Yeah, oh god, wait, hold on. This is not the post. Here. Even if you look at the event right here. Bounce LEB card, bounce LEB card, bounce LEB card. It's like you get 3 of them, and then even so you can like just look for one. If you get 3 unique ones, you can look for one. And at this point in Dalcom Soft's development of the game, old LE themes are obtainable if you decide to power up your cards to reach a minimum like 27, 28, 29 million score in Weekly League, and then you can enter Master Arena, and then once you're in Master Arena, you spend diamonds and RP in order to get the possibility of old limited edition themes. So like even if you don't complete this, it's still not locked behind, hey, I can never get this again. They have an entire separate system that you can work towards in order to complete an incomplete theme that you were not lucky to complete, or you were not around to participate in. There's so much, like, their monetary gain for selling limited edition themes. It is even that is not locked behind, hey, you need to spend money to get the LE theme. There's other ways of doing it. There's like even events where they have, what was it? So even last week when they had the Red Velvet event, La Rouge event. This one, every single one of these cards, Red Velvet B card, Red Velvet B card, Red Velvet A card, Red Velvet A card, all of these have a possibility of getting a limited edition theme. There's so much random stuff everywhere. It's not, even if it's a low chance, it's not locked behind anything. It's not gated. There's no point in being angry at a free-to-play game when they're giving so much possibilities of completing things that might seem pay to win. And even if you say like, oh, well, this person, they spend so much money and they have a high score, it's like, well, okay, open their Weekly League. What do you see? 6,358,000 score. They full SP'd it. They're good at the game. They put their resources into R99, and not only can they gather enough resources in order to reach that level, they're able to put their skill to where it matters and get the full SP, get the max score on the song. And you have so many players who invested all their resources into it, and they put all their resources into it, and then they are able to like get world records for this song. Whenever an artist's birthday bonus or an album bonus comes up, full SP, world record, 100 diamonds. It's a whole free system. Okay, it's just people who put the time into the game will be able to reap the benefits, because you put in your effort, you'll get rewards back. It's like real life. You work towards something and you will be rewarded for it if you work hard at it. That's the very basics of trying to progress through life. You can't just have everything handed to you, and even so, they do hand a whole bunch of stuff to you. Like, oh, I can't reach R99. It's like, well, gather your power-up cards, wait for a box event, and then grind a whole bunch of candies or chocolate, ghosts, souls, whatever, and then open a whole bunch of normal boxes, and hopefully you get 10 PUC, 30 PUC, 50 PUC or something. Log into the game every 8 hours, and then open a premium box. Maybe you'll get 100 PUC or 70 PUC, or maybe you can get a PCP 30, or maybe get a whole bunch of RP. It's like, dude, there's so much stuff you can do. You can capitalize and maximize all your potential earnings from, but you have to work for it. And all the people who do achieve that, they do work for it. And they're able to prove that they have the skill that backs up their work. So there's people complaining about a free game. I don't care. Like I don't care, dude. Doesn't matter. Okay. That was a long time talking about SM. Anyways, now we have BTS. Sorry. Okay. So BTS has another power up PUC, which still doesn't mean anything. This week's update was School Love Affair Verse 2, which I was really hoping for the past month. However, they cut it off before the high note between Jimin and Jungkook, which I'm not happy about. Like, come on. 내가 파 너의 파 나는 왜 몰라 나나나 지기죠 다다다다다 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 야야야 다다다다 지기정네. Okay, but yeah, so that part is not in the game, sorry. But this is possibly, in my opinion, the easiest song to SP. And it's also feels relatively short. I'm not exactly how short it is, but it's a perfectly fine grind song in my opinion. Have like Triptych J-Hope. What's the next possible grind song? Boy in Love Verse 1? Harumon? There's not that many options in the School of Affair. So this is a good update for the album. A nice healthy update. There's also the Prism package, which I believe is really good if you are looking for limited edition themes. Yeah, so the R card, yeah, don't buy the R card one, buy the 250 diamond one each day. So I think this is a really good package if you are specifically looking for LE themes. The problem with collecting LE themes is that in Superstar BTS, there is this is the difference between BTS and like SM. SM, you're gated behind nothing. It just, hey, you have resources to upgrade. Hey, R99, congratulations. BTS, you're gated behind whether we have a normal card, a badge card, or a prism card. This one's literally, if you don't have a full prism card, you cannot get the max score. This is the game where it's actually locked behind premium people. Yeah, I mean, like, to a certain degree. And so, usually, the downside between getting an LE theme is that there's no reason for you to use it, because even if you collect the LE theme, it's probably not full prism. So what if you upgrade to R50, it's not gonna matter like at all, because if you just upgrade your theme 2 instead, you could have reached 6, 7, 9, 3, 0, 0, 0, if I remember numbers from the top of my head. Yeah. So that would be max score with prisms, and if you have an LE theme, then you probably don't. But if you buy these packages and you get LE themes, this is a very rare opportunity, in my opinion, for you to be able to get prism cards for LE themes. That doesn't happen often. You rarely even get LE themes. So if you care about that, go for it. If you care about LE themes, this is a very good event to go for. If you care about a full prism LE theme, like if you're a player who's missing one prism for an LE theme, then you know this is pretty good. Just only buy the 250 one. Do not buy the R package. I want 650 diamonds for only 1 or 2 more prisms. It's not worth it. Get the 250 one. That's 8 chances for an LE card. Very nice, in my opinion. We don't know potentially how generous they are in giving LE prisms out during the Black Friday thing, which the Black Friday thing was a complete surprise last year. So, because they didn't do it the years before. I wonder if they'll even do it again this year. I know they're going to do like an American Thanksgiving event, because before they had the Chuseok event the previous months. And this month they're probably going to do like the International American Thanksgiving event, you know, with turkeys. And last year they had the feast thing. And then if they do that, potentially there's also a Black Friday sale. And then they did the Emerald 1+1 promotion, which was the best anything this game had to offer in a long time. If people just spent all their emeralds on RP, and oh my god, everyone had like 10 million. Like, oh my god, it was amazing. But this week is like this year's Black Friday. It might not be the same, I think. So, personally for me, I would, if you don't have a lot of diamonds left, don't buy this. If you have some to spare, you could buy like once or twice and see if you get any LE prism cards, because they are very likely. There's actually so many LE cards in Superstar BTS. Like, I think it's like 30% or 40%. Like, okay, it's somewhere between 20 and 40%. LE themes. So it's really likely to get one. So go ahead, go for it. Yeah. School Fair package. I think that's one of the worst. And this is one of the worst album specific Prism card sales because there's 4 themes. You only get 1 or 2. So it's not really worth it. Yeah. Okay. That's all there is for BTS. Just wait until next week, and then potentially also wait for Jin's birthday. Okay, now we're getting into the talk for people leaving entertainment companies. So this one is this week's update for Superstar JYP is Yubin, who's so Day6 had their comeback during the second week of Halloween, and then a twice limited edition theme delayed the Day6 event. Day6 had their event updated a week after. However, that week was also the week that Yubin had her comeback updated. So after the Day6 comeback, this week now I have the Yubin comeback. However, there is going to be an upcoming Stray Kids comeback. So, what I said the past couple of weeks, with what Stray Kids, WOOJIN leaving the entertainment company, and we're seeing how, in the past, Dalcom Soft has handled XOM with Chris, Tao, and Luhan, and recently Super Junior with Kangin for entirely different reasons. So we see how they handled that, and they removed the cards. So you knew they had to do this for Stray Kids. So moving forward, WOOJIN's not going to be in the game anymore, which it's so weird to think about. But okay, let's first talk about the rest of the event. So Yubin silent movie. This is the event. There is a whole lot of RP, very nice for a generally easy song in my opinion. You have to get each card twice as an A card, and then you complete that. And there's a very low clear score, so it's 10 winners. My God, Super M, learn please. Okay. The theme is it's like the Taeyeon limited edition theme for Halloween. Hold on. Info, and we will go. Where is it? Wait, this is PLEDIS. I'm a big doofus. Where is it? Nope, not yet. Where is it? Wait, what? Wait, where is it? Where is it? Oh, there it is. Oh God, zoom out. Okay. So it's Taeyeon, color, black and white. And black and white, color. What does this mean? I don't know. Maybe they're like inconsistent themes. Who knows? But I think a lot of people think this is her best theme. There is a surprisingly like okay amount of content for Yubin in the game now, which is always nice to see because, you know, Day6 twice got 7 ITZY. Oh, especially ITZY. Those updates, consistent updates can get tired and can get tiring and boring after a while. So it's a nice and healthy update. However, let's first go over the Superstar Starship, and then we'll talk about the members leaving each entertainment company's individual, like, you know, as a grouped, and compare and contrast and that kind of stuff. So, good for RP. It's slightly unlikely for you to actually complete with 2 A card draws for each card, but you can go for it. It's fine, in my opinion. Just like I said, everything's chance. Don't expect to get it. Yeah. So let's first go over this. So, oh man, Superstar Starship. So this week they had Jung Se-woon, When It Rains, 비가 온대 그날처럼. Yeah, 처럼. That's not the song. This song is super long. It is super long. It's like 2 minutes something. Okay, it's crazy. This is inherently not that good of an event for resources. This is just good for if you want cards. Like, maybe if this is your first week, this is a really good event to maybe get cards for Jung Se-woon, but like, do you really want to play this 2-minute song 7 times? Not really. You can skip on, it's fine. There's still not that many cards in Superstar Starship, so you can still work towards getting the cards you need just by opening card packs. The theme itself, it's not the worst. Like, I think it's good, but I definitely think it's good compared to his other themes. Like this card, come on. Neck Boy, alright? So. Yeah, so I guess that's all there is for this week with Jung Se-woon. So, let's get into the nitty-gritty of everything. Monsta X group changes and Stray Kids group notice. Okay, so. That scared me. Okay, so let's first start with the lesser of the two evils, in my opinion. So, WOOJIN leaves Stray Kids. So, Stray Kids deck number from 9 to 8. WOOJIN will be removed. Inventory, card book, profile, music play themes, card packs, birthdays, etc. Etc. is not 7. Okay, 6. Okay. So then it'll be applied November 21st. That's a Thursday. And it'll last for a week for the card exchange schedule. So that means that the normal themes you can exchange for any theme that is released after that was released before October 11th, and I believe that is the Double Knot update. So any cards that existed before Double Knot, you can exchange all of WOOJIN's cards for, as long as it's a normal theme. So for his limited edition themes, if you have I Am Not or you have Side Effects, those ones you can only exchange for another member's limited edition card. So this is the only situation. Okay, so XOM, Kangen, and Sully, yeah, those artists, they did not have limited edition themes released for them that eventually got removed when the time came to update and take them out of the game. So this is a surprisingly okay way. Like I'm entirely satisfied with how they're handling this situation with the LE card being only able to be exchanged for another Stray Kids member's LE theme. This is the only time we're gonna get a limited edition theme selector. So if you are missing, if you have 8 out of 9 cards completed for Stray Kids, it's gonna be completely bittersweet, but you could trade your WOOJIN LE for your missing member and complete your LE theme. Yeah. Or, yeah, maybe Masters Arena is a thing too, but yeah, so I don't think the normal theme exchanges are worth that much. Personally, for me, I'm just gonna try to keep R grade cards for all of his themes, because there's really, like, what's the word for it? It doesn't bother me too much if it takes up space in my inventory, because they are, unique in a sense after he is removed from the game. It's honestly such a weird feeling whenever it happens. Kangen was okay because I didn't have that much of an attachment to it, but WOOJIN is more personal to me. So, if you exchange, this is much more difficult for people who have R99 Stray Kids. If they absolutely love Stray Kids, they don't want to remove WOOJIN, or if they have somewhat of a decent attachment to Stray Kids, they probably will not exchange WOOJIN, because you're not gonna get any of his stuff after this. However, if you have R99 or R71 or R81, it's a really tough decision for you to decide whether or not to switch it. Like, after the update, that's not your R99 WOOJIN card is not going to be useful anymore. You can just switch it if you want to. During the exchange period, you can switch it for like twice, or even like Susie cards. Like, that one would be much more useful in my opinion. But it's all about sentimental value versus actual worth, because if in terms of actual gameplay, it does not. It's nothing but a disadvantage. All the chance that you put into upgrading it or collecting the theme, it's going to be rendered useless after the update, because you can't. It's not a playable card anymore. However, if you have somewhat of a sentimental value towards it, you kind of want to keep it. So for me, I have R11, R12 side effects Ellie. I'm gonna keep it because Ellie theme is an Ellie theme, and I'm gonna hold on to it. Because what's rarer than a WOOJIN card? A limited edition WOOJIN card. Yeah. The normal themes, I'm probably gonna exchange everything that's not an S or R card, and I'm probably gonna try to get every single theme. I think there's what 10 themes, 8 themes, 9 themes for Stray Kids in the game right now. There's quite a bit, so I'm gonna be spending card selectors to try to get that. So similar to SMTOWN's removal of many cards in the past, if you don't exchange your card after the 29th, after the 28th, then the cards will stay in your inventory, but it will not be attached or related to any group. So WOOJIN's cards can stay in your inventory, but you won't. When you see the cards, they won't even this side. This side. They won't even have the logo for Stray Kids on it. It's gonna have a Dalcom logo because it's not related to any group anymore. So it's just gonna be like a husk of its former self, which is kind of ominous, eerie. But you can keep the card, and you should probably lock it in case you accidentally fodder it one day. I don't know. Yeah. So, it's actually going to be useless. It's going to sit in your inventory. You can't even find it unless you take off the check mark for group, and then you sort by new and you look through all your cards, or you sort by lowest or something and you have that B card, or you sort by highest and you scroll all the way to your A5s or S5s and you look for it. It's like it's going to be tricky to find it if you keep it. Yeah. I think yeah. This is a much different situation because Stray Kids is a much more active group for the cards to suddenly be removed. Like XOM and Soli, the game was still early, so there were only like 3 or 4 themes for the group, and there was only like a few hundred cards you could switch for. Oh, wait, there was only like a couple hundred cards you could switch for. I'm pretty sure, maybe even less than that. I don't know. It's a very early time in the game. Basically, that's all I'm trying to say. And so, when you exchange it, it's like it's fine if you don't, keep it, because you switch it. I mean, it's fine if you don't switch it. Sorry, it's fine if you keep it because there's not much of another advantage you can get, especially in this game where card selectors are a thing and group tickets are a thing. It's not entirely worth it to switch the normal themes for WOOJIN, because you could just use your actual card selectors. The only difference I would say is that if you don't switch it, then it's just there and it's not going to be worth anything. It's just going to be pictures of WOOJIN in your game and a memory of the past. So in this game, the card exchange is not necessarily worth that much. When Superstar SMTOWN had the Kangen exchange schedule, they didn't have much options, because I think the most recent theme updated was like the launch themes for Super Junior. I think it was Mamacita. I think that was the most recent theme update, and like, my god, there's like no cards you can exchange it for, just because they just go for the most recent updated theme, and any themes released before that are fair game, but anything after are not. So Kango one is just fine. I just keep it in my inventory. It doesn't matter. WOOJIN, it's also a slightly different situation. You have many choices you can do. If you just have S1, A1 cards, you could keep it because it doesn't matter that much. If you have R31 or something like that, that was the time to consider switching. I don't think the R30. I think if you have an R81 or R99 WOOJIN, I think it should be in your best interest to switch it and then just use like an R card or an A card selector to get that theme back if you really want it. If you have an LE theme, that's also tough to say. For me, if I had the LE theme, I would switch it. If I had Deuce for the LE theme, I would definitely switch it for I Am Not, because that was a very difficult theme that like no one got. Anyways, yeah, besides the point, that is what I think you should be doing with WOOJIN. Most likely, if you have S cards, A cards, or whatever, you can keep them for sentimental value, otherwise just exchange them because they have so many better options. Maybe just keep one or two, your favorite themes or your main theme for WOOJIN. But, you know, it's all about how much sentimental value you have towards WOOJIN. If you don't have that much, then it is in your best interest to exchange them. You know, in the least disrespecting way possible. When we're talking about the actual game, that's how it is. You know, talk about the actual person. I'm keeping his cards. Come on. But for the game, it's probably like, don't feel bad for exchanging. That's all I gotta say. WOOJIN. Oh, not WOOJIN. WOOJIN is like nothing compared to what WONHO is facing right now. So the Stray Kids one is so like, because people who play JYP have played it for a long time. There's not that many people who like after Double Knot downloaded Superstar JYP and played it just for Double Knot. Most of the fan base is twice, and beyond that, you know, Stray Kids got 7 Days 6 ITZY. There is a much smaller percentage of what's it called? Unresearched individuals. We'll go with that. Unknowing individuals. So, Superstar Starship, Monsta X group changes. As WONHO leaves Monsta X, his cards will no longer be able to be used in the game. Same thing as Stray Kids. Monsta X deck number from 6 cards to 7. WONHO will be removed. My card in the inventory. Card book, profile, music play themes, card packs, birthday, etc. That's 6 again. Okay. So this will happen November 22nd, which we will look at this one. November 22nd. And similar thing to WOOJIN. So the difference between this and WOOJIN is that card selectors don't exist in the game yet. Even if you look at PLEDIS, it's been a year. I don't know. It's been a while, and they didn't have. It's been almost been a year, I think. It's soon to be a year in like a few months, and there's no card selector update. So, if you want your cards, for like Mad Clown or Hyolyn or your WJSN theme, like this is the time to do it. If you have WONHO cards, oh man. So it says that you can exchange WONHO cards to another artist card. There is no limit on this. What does this mean? It means that, yeah, Mad Clown, Hyolyn are premium cards to switch to. I would say Mad Clown number 1 if you want to switch WONHO cards. WONHO has way too many themes that are possible to be switched. In a game where there's like not that many cards that you can get from card packs, and the possibility of getting WONHO is like above average compared to SMJYP play. Yeah, because this is a brand new game. This is a similar situation to how XOM was, I suppose. So you probably have a bunch of WONHO cards. You can exchange a majority of them, and then you can keep, like for me, I'm gonna keep my R cards and S cards for WONHO. I'm gonna try to keep one of his 7, 8 themes. There's a lot of cards. So the difficult thing about this is that because it's a newly released game, there's also many people who don't entirely understand or like what's happening. So here is the Superstar Starship official Twitter, right? And then his post, what is this one? This one's the Jung Se-woon update post. So, you know, the notice banner was also included there. And then you have Twitter people, Twitter stans, going, I play this game because of Monsta X OT7. If you remove WONHO, I also uninstall this game. And you have, y'all gonna leave WONHO's cards in there, or everyone is deleting this damn app. What else is there? Sister, Junggi-go, Mad Clown, and Boyfriend, they're no longer part of Starship, and they are still part of the game. Why are they removing only WONHO then? Remover WONHO equals uninstall game. Hashtag together for WONHO. these are all new. These all new players. They don't know Superstar games. They don't know that Dalcom does this because not because of them, but because of the entertainment company of the game they are, using the artists from. So EXO M cannot use Tao, Luhan, Chris, so they have to remove them, and they did card exchange. The Kangen controversy, they couldn't, like, SM, essentially just like, so many controversies with the Kangen. This is a whole entirely different, like, conversation, entirely different topic, but they had, like, the whole statement of, like, Kangen, oh, I'm leaving Super Junior, I'm sorry for laying down fans and putting a bad image. And eventually, SM wanted to entirely separate their image from Kangen, so that means Kangen cards are also not available in the game. Okay. Understandable, because that is what SM wants. Dalcom could, keep the card in. They care about the game. They care about the health of the game. They care about whether people are still spending diamonds, whether people are still playing, whether people are watching ads, whether, which songs are the most popular people are going for. So for SM to, like, directly say, hey, we don't want Kangen in the game, you have to remove them, it's probably not in Dalcom's best interest to do card exchanges, because that's more opportunities for players to just switch from R21 from this, or like an R61 Kangen card because they love Super Junior, and then they suddenly switch it to a different group, and then, like, that's a whole potential card's worth of resources that just get shifted over. It's probably not in their interest, but this is what SM Entertainment wanted them to do. Same thing here with Starship. This is not Dalcom being like, you deleted WONHO card, Lamau, I will delete this game. Ha 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 ha, bye. Please care to explain why you kept the other cards who left Starship but want to remove WONHO. Remove WONHO equals uninstall game and a 1-star rating, period. This is nothing to do with the game. Dalcom cares about whether you can tap, whether the upgraded people still want to play the game, depending on the gameplay, whether the beat maps they design are healthy, whether the cards, the themes that they design look good and people want to buy them and collect them. It has nothing to do with whether or not they can use the artists in the game. You know that Dalcom wants to get more artists. Like, why wouldn't you want to get more artists? It's more cards for you to use your resources on. And, Dalcom is completely fine with that. Be like, if Orange Caramel and Superstar PLEDIS were, like, entirely disbanded, I would assume that would mean that they would try to get Lizzie, Nana, and Reina all in the same group together, instead of having a 4-card Reina, Nana duo, because that's not what Orange Caramel is. But that's how it is right now, because they're still technically active. They're inactively active. That's basically it. So how, like, the whole contracting thing works is that because how do I say this? So because Sistar, boyfriend, Junggigo, Madclum, whatever this person says on Twitter, because they're not actively a part of Starship. However, so they're not actively a part of Starship, so, like, they're not a part of the company. However, when they were still signed, their rights for their image and their rights for their songs are still kept with Starship Entertainment. So Dalcom has the licensing rights in order to use their content in the game, because it is completely fine. It is legal, it's fine. But after WONHO is removed, after WONHO leaves Monsta X and is not a member of Starship Entertainment anymore, that is directly Starship Entertainment taking him out and disconnecting his involvement with the company. Because even if you look at the Starship Entertainment website, oh gosh, I wonder if I can find it right now. Starship Entertainment groups. Is there the actual? Can I just Google? Where's their official page? Starship Entertainment. Okay, artists. Here is it. Monsta X right here. What is this? I see six members instead of 7. I wonder who the missing one could be. That's just how it is. This is the actual There's nothing to do with that. If it's Dalcom doing it, then, you know, if it's only Dalcom doing it, then Starship Entertainment will not be removing them from the website. You know, if you think about it like that. Same thing with WOOJIN. If, let's see, what Stray Kids Instagram. So, you know, if it were Dalcom, you know, only them wanting to remove WOOJIN, then there wouldn't be what? The people on Twitter being like, oh, they keep deleting posts with WOOJIN. What? Twitter, WOOJIN, Stray Kids, Instagram. Oh gosh, Twitter is a very scary place. I don't know how to use this. Okay. Instagram. Why can't I find it? Okay, well there was a person. I'm not an expert in Googling, but there's a tweet that's very popular about like, why are you deleting, you know, WOOJIN ones? It's because he's not a part of the entertainment company anymore. They want to disconnect him because for whatever reason within the entertainment company, Dalcom removing it because of the wishes of the company. The company itself is removing the images and association with the actual members away from the group. So WOOJIN is, you know, JYP is trying to erase stuff. Starship Entertainment, they're trying to erase stuff. When they're trying to erase stuff, that includes inside the games. That includes using the members' images in the games. So Superstar Starship and Superstar JYPNATION are not allowed to use WONHO and WOOJIN cards and their images respectively anymore because of the wishes of the entertainment companies. It is not in Dalcom's best interest in order to take the cards out of the game, but it is in their best interest to listen to whatever the entertainment company asks them to do because they are licensed to use their stuff. And if they don't agree, what happens if Starship Entertainment is just like, you know what? We don't need you anymore. If you won't listen to us, we don't want you to be using our name in your game. If you're not going to listen to us, you're not going to do what, you know, like PLEDIS, they probably only update 17 once. Like lots of people have discussed this before. PLEDIS Entertainment, they probably only want the PLEDIS game to be updating New East and 17 because those are the two active groups and they want more, what's the word for it? Not really advertising, but like promotion for the artists. Because this is the game for promotion. Like, for example, today I was grinding Monsta X, and I was grinding Superstar Starship, and I got a challenge for Fallen. That's Fallen with an apostrophe, okay? So, wait, is that it? Is that what it's called? Yeah, so apostrophe. and I could not for the life of me full SP to clear it. However, I played it enough times that the song got stuck in my head, and that's just how the advertising for this game works. Because you play this game, suddenly a challenge pops up. Hey, what is this? Oh, it's Fallen. I don't really know this song. I only know Beautiful and Drama Rama and Alligator. I don't know Fallen. And I play it. We got that fire, the fire. And now it's stuck in my head. You know, it's like, that's just how this game works. It's advertising. And if, you know, you don't do it, then if you advertise, you know, members that you don't want in the game, then you're gonna like fall in love. Like SM doesn't want you. Obviously, SM doesn't want you to like Kangen as a person. That's why they just removed him. That's just, you know, it's like you like. So like, first of all, if you know, Super Junior, XOM, Stray Kids, Monsta X, if you're fans of them, I'm so sorry for if I said something wrong. What? Okay. XOLs, Elves, Stays, and Monbebes. There. See, I know the fandom names. I'm not a terrible person. I'm aware of stuff, but yeah. So this okay. Just the whole thing wrapped up. It's not Dalcom removing because they're evil people, and you should not be review bombing. Hey, 1 star for removing WONHO. It's like, what do you want Dalcom to do? Do you want them to be like, hey, Starship Entertainment, this is Dalcom Inc. Incorporated. This is Dalcom support staff. We have received many 1-star negative reviews, and our player base is rapidly declining due to the recent recent removal of WONHO from your entertainment company. We strongly urge and are forcing you to re-sign WONHO, have him participate in group activities once again, so we are able to keep him in the game, and Monbebes will be satisfied. But that's not how it works, because Starship tells Dalcom what to do, and not Dalcom working on their own. Okay, that's just business. Okay, licensing. Don't be super angry if you don't understand how those things work. Every song used in each and every Superstar Rhythm game has to be licensed. That's why they just can't add random songs. Like they can't, like all the Superstar BTS verse 2 is like you bet that Dalcom would want to, add Mono or add a Gus D or add like Jimin Promise or Jin Tonight, but they cannot, because I'm sure as hell they asked Big Hit Entertainment for that. I think the very, very clear answer, if you want to talk about that, is they were doing promotions for J-Hope's Hope World album because there were active promotions going on. And so they're like, you know what, you can use it in the game. But they were not actively promoting Mono, so that's why RM didn't get updated. And Gus D is not being promoted because, it released before Superstar BTS's time. So this is business. This is game versus entertainment companies. Everything is promotional, everything is licensed, and everything has to be talked with higher ups before it gets released out to the public. So don't be angry at Dalcom for doing their best with whatever they're given. Like, I think, everything that's going on, it's super unfortunate timing for Dalcom, but I think this is a very okay, good way of handling it. So the appreciation for I think people should have more appreciation for Dalcom. This is like, it's at the end of the day, even if updates are bad, it's still a free to play game. There's not that many games where it actually feels free to play. There's so many other rhythm games that it's just like you need to have more combos with each card, or you need to have a 5-star versus a 3-star card. But this one, you can work towards actually getting those cards that you would need to spend like $200, $300 to potentially get a chance of getting it in other rhythm games. So, yeah, that is what I'll be talking about regarding this week. So, that was a whole bunch of stuff I talked about. Okay, let's do a quick review. Okay, so PLEDIS, it's going to be 17... Okay, so predictions for following weeks. For the following week. Superstar PLEDIS is going to get 17 performance, 247, guaranteed. Superstar BTS, let's guess one. They had a new one, and then an old one, and then a new one, and an old one, and an old one, and a new one. Okay. Is there anything special next week? Is BTS Jin birthday? December 4th. That's not next week. Okay, so if it is Thanksgiving, I would assume that they would have a thankful related song update. What's a very thankful song update? Euphoria. I think it'll be Love Yourself Answer. I know there's one person who loves Love Yourself Answer. I'm Fine verse 2, but I think it would be Love Yourself. What answer? Trivia answer? What gosh. Answer. It's like Answer Love Myself, right? Yeah, okay, that's what it's called. I just didn't know the exact name for it. Okay, so it's gonna be Answer Love Myself verse 2. Okay, you heard it here first, folks. Okay. SM. I still pray for I Think I Super Junior, so I'm gonna go with that. Stray Kids, Stray Kids Astronaut getting update next week, because I'm pretty sure that's when their album's gonna come out. Not entirely sure. And then Superstar, Starship. I think it would be extremely poor timing if they were to do a Monsta X update. Like if they do like follow, no, if they do find you, or they do like okay, for the Monsta X album, I would really appreciate having disaster, or disaster, or like, you know, or monster truck. But I don't think that they're gonna do a Monsta X update unless they really want to piss off Monsta people, Mon bebes. Okay, so Sistar, shake that, shake, Sistar, shake it, not shake that, shake it, Sistar, shake it. Okay, so 17 performance, 24/7, Super Junior. I think I love yourself. Answer, love myself. Stray Kids, Astronaut, and Sistar, shake it. Boom, go. Write that down. Okay, well, yeah. Anyways, yeah. Thank you for listening. This is more of a ranty and more of a, I'm not entirely sure what to say next, because these are very sensitive, controversial topics. I don't want to say something that's just like, it sounds entirely wrong or evil or something like that. I'm trying to do my best to like actually give that perspective. Like, this has happened before, and it's not because of Dalcom Soft. It's because the entertainment company. That's the one thing I want people to understand. People are just like, it's like, okay, it's not like I think that Dalcom Soft is 100% like correct about everything they do, but this is a situation that's entirely out of their control, and you have no reason to give them poor reviews over WONHO leaving the actual entertainment company, and not just like Dalcom Soft wants to bully Monsta X. Like, there's no reason for them to do that. This whole business thing, you know, it's just like, come on. It's unnecessary protest, I would assume. Like, God. Like, can you imagine if, because the player base dropped so much because of because of Monbebes being like, oh my god, I hate Starship for removing them, Superstar Dalcom Soft for removing WONHO, and then they lose their whole player base, and then like Starship's be like, this game isn't making enough revenue, bye. Can you imagine that? Like, oh my god. Whatever. Like, people are gonna hate Dalcom Soft for removing it, but they're not going to hate Starship for like not trying to get WONHO to stay, or like try harder to get WONHO to stay. I don't know. There's just a whole bunch of stuff doesn't make sense. It's best to not try to make reason about it. So, anyways, thank you for listening. Yeah. So, Instagram SSRG.image. Image with the J. I talked about that before. There's SSRG Discord server, and we've been talking about this for like a whole week, and the updates come out. Oh man, you can expect everyone being super actively talking about it. So represent the Discord, https://discord.gg/SSRG, because you know we cool and we got that custom server URL. What else is there to talk about? Yeah, so hopefully there's a Thanksgiving update next week to some degree. Yeah, that's all I can think about right now. So thank you for listening. Here's a heart. And twice. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll see what chaos unfolds next week once everyone actually starts throwing in their cards and exchanging them, and whatever. Yeah. Thank you for listening and or watching if you're using your eyes. Thank you for using your eyes. Thank you for using your ears. Be sure to leave comments. Be sure to find me on Instagram and Discord and ask me questions, because I like to talk about this kind of stuff, because oh man, there's so much to talk about, even if I run around in circles. Yeah, thank you. My name is Jamie, and this has been the SSRG podcast, episode 10. Happy episode 10. Yeah, thanks. Goodbye. That was too cute.